Tesla employee reveals huge Q3 delivery surge. September 24, 2022. While it seems Tesla is constantly cranking out cars across the globe, it all goes to a whole new level at the end of each quarter. Despite CEO Elon Musk's earlier words about Tesla perhaps limiting these crazy quarter-end surges, the automaker is already headed into another that stands to be substantial. With just about a week left in the quarter, it's go time for Tesla. And in reality, the push has already been underway for some time now. In short, Tesla delivers products furthest from its factories early in each quarter, due to increased logistics and longer timelines. As the quarter gets closer to its end, Tesla becomes much more focused on local deliveries from its factories. For this reason, Tesla's factory in Fremont is buzzing. We know this happens every quarter. There are plenty of reports about it. And Tesla has been delivering a record number of cars. However, most of us don't get an opportunity to understand what it's really like. Now, thanks to Instagram user Aristotle Sacramento at Arisyarbish, we have a photo that seems to tell it all if it's not clear. Aristotle reportedly works at Tesla, and H is taking the photo from his parking spot at the Fremont factory. He says it's far from where he typically parks, and that people will be fighting over parking spots when everyone starts showing up for work. The most interesting part is the picture was taken at 3:56 a.m. The Tesla employee wrote, "I usually park right in front of that Tesla sign, but today, it's a fully packed house since it's the end of the quarter. Guess what time it is? Freaking 3:56 a.m. There will be folks fighting over parking spots. I guarantee you that." Tesla has had many consecutive quarters of success with both production and deliveries, as well as its financials. However, Q3 2022 is an especially important quarter for Tesla. Due to its gigafactory in Shanghai being closed earlier this year, the automaker reported a lack of delivery growth for Q2 2022. That said, the company still stands behind its goal of 50% growth year-over-year, which means delivering about 1.5 million EVs in 2022. Production and delivery figures for Q3 2022 will paint a picture for investors about how the rest of the year stands to progress for Tesla. How many cars do you think Tesla will deliver globally for Q3 2022? Will it achieve its growth goal for the year as a whole? Source reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at Inside EVs. My take: I still think 1.6 million cars for 2022-ish. Tesla installs 50th Supercharger station in Japan. September 24, 2022. Tesla celebrated the installation of the 50th Supercharger station in Japan. Of those installed, 16% were opened in just the 9 months of 2022, indicating increased efforts to expand influence in the country. Tesla's Supercharger network is the world's largest network of charging stations for electric vehicles. Its goal is to give Tesla owners the opportunity to drive at a significantly lower cost and without polluting the environment. The manufacturer is actively expanding superchargers around the world, paying special attention to the countries that are the largest markets for it. Lately, Tesla has ramped up production of Model Y significantly as demand for the compact SUV continues to rise. The vehicle is increasingly reaching customers in new markets around the world, and so the manufacturer is in a hurry to expand its charging network. In early September, deliveries of Model Y began in Japan, and the manufacturer prepared for this in advance. Now, Tesla has announced that it has opened its 50th Supercharger in the country. According to data analysis, from 2014 to the end of 2020, 26 Supercharger stations were installed in Japan. However, in 2021, the deployment of charging stations intensified and Tesla began to look for candidates who wanted to place a supercharger near their business. Judging by the result, the search was very successful, as 16 new supercharger stations were installed in 2021, 15 of which were V3. In 2022, Tesla has not slowed down and continues to actively install new charging stations. So far, this year, 8 V3 supercharger stations have already been installed in Japan and 7 more are scheduled to open before the end of this year. In addition, 2 charging stations are already planned for early 2023. Source reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: it will take a little bit longer to dominate Japan as they are really loyal to their own car companies. Tesla opens Model Y orders in Taiwan. September 24, 2022. Tesla has finally opened up orders for the Model Y in Taiwan, offering two variants of the electric SUV to customers in the East Asian country. According to an update to the online design studio on Friday, the Model Y Long Range and Model Y Performance are both available for purchase. The Long Range variant is priced at $72,500 USD, a slight premium over prices in North America. Opting for the top-of-the-line Performance variant will set you back $82,000 USD. Interestingly, unlike how Tesla's website normally shows an expected delivery timeline, neither variant has this information. However, according to information obtained by Drive Tesla, the first shipment of vehicles should arrive in Taiwan in Q4, probably towards the end of the quarter. Perhaps more importantly, we have also learned that Model Es destined for Taiwan will be made at Giga Berlin, and not Giga Shanghai as many people might expect. The factory has been building test vehicles for Taiwan over the last few months, and should begin production of Model Y cars certified for sale in the country soon. After more than 2 years on the market, and since becoming the most popular electric SUV, Tesla has launched the Model Y in 5 new markets in just the last few months. In June, orders for the Model Y were launched in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and Singapore. Deliveries in all of those markets have already begun, with cars for those markets being built at Giga Shanghai, Tesla's primary vehicle export hub. Source reposted and summarized from Darren John at Drive Tesla Canada. Might take another place on the map for Tesla to dominate. Tesla Software Update 2022.36. September 24, 2022. Tesla is bringing another long-requested feature to their vehicles in their 2022.36 software update, redesigning the Energy tab to give owners a better idea of what subsystems are using up energy from the battery. The updated feature was shared by third-party software tracker TeslaScope, who received a photo showing the redesigned Energy tab now shows much more detailed information. Among some of the new items monitored include driving, climate, battery conditioning, elevation, and a catch-all, everything else. According to the image, the graph will show how much energy these subsystems are consuming, expressed as a percentage, compared to how much was projected at the beginning of the trip. There is also a range tips section. Unfortunately, the image is little blurry and in Romanian, so we can't quite make out what the tips are, but they appear to suggest that by doing a certain action your range will increase by a certain percentage. Update 9:46 a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time according to one of our Romanian readers. The tips say how much energy the car lost driving uphill and how much energy it regained driving downhill. Update 9:55 a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time. The person who leaked the original image asked to have it taken down. Here are some more images of the new interface, this time in English. Along with this new information, the Energy tab now also tracks your energy usage while in park. According to Not a Tesla app, which also received advanced information on the software update, the Park tab will display energy usage for the main display, preconditioning, cabin overheat protection, Sentry mode, mobile app usage and more. Additionally, instead of comparing it against a trip projection, your usage will be compared against data from the rest of the fleet, giving owners a better idea if their battery drain from leaving Sentry mode on is within an acceptable range. There are also 2 other features set to be included in the 2022.36 software update. One is more details about a supercharger location. When tapping on a supercharger pin on your in-car navigation, Tesla will now display historical usage at the station and show you how busy it typically is over the course of a day, similar to how Google shows busy times on their search results. Tesla will also be adding a notification if you left your car unlocked after walking away, adding to the existing notifications if you left the windows, doors, or trunk frunk open. Given Tesla's numbering scheme for their software updates, we expect to see 2022.36 arrive sometime in mid-October. It is also expected that this update will bring the Energy tab back to refresh Model S and Model X owners. Source reposted and summarized from Darren John at Drive Tesla Canada. My take: I love the over-the-air updates.